takes it. You look for a second as if Dobbs might have had another idea. Jalen clamped down on that baby and took it himself.
This Tennessee offense is built for running Hurd, running Kamara, running Josh Dobbs. And when you have the success with that, it opens up how they like to attack you through the air. And that wasn't there early in the game. And they put Josh Dobbs in this offensive line into some obvious passing situations. They're not built for that.
Final half minute of the third quarter. They're going to have to be effective consistently in the throw game as Josh Smith gets out on the edge. If they're going to achieve the things that they want to in terms of winning the SEC East and beating Florida and beating Alabama and being a contender for the playoff, because even as well as they've responded tonight, and there's still a long way to go in this game, it doesn't all appear to be clicking just yet.
Especially on the road in the SEC. When you have an offensive line in a home game and basically a neutral site game, struggling in pass protection, imagine when you go into some of the venues in the SEC, the line team.
Welcome back to the Pilot Flying J Battle at Bristol. Betted on ABC by Wells Fargo. Fourth quarter about
together we'll go far.
Bristol Motor Speedway, a record crowd for a college football game as you see the fine linebacker from Tennessee, Darren Kirkland, being carted away.
Hate to see that. Right in the middle of that defense, knows it, does a great job. He's really helped Bob Shoop out a lot coming over from Penn State. One of the leaders in their defense.
He's a terrific player, and we hope it's not a serious situation. Flag down in the backfield. As Dobbs is intercepted. Mook Reynolds making another play, and he runs out of bounds, and a turnover comes. There's another flag that flew in late, so they'll have to sort out all of the laundry on the field, and people getting together on the sideline.
Offense, number 51. That penalty is declined. First down, Virginia Tech.
Well, we've talked a lot tonight about Mook Reynolds and what a big night he has had, and he just does a great job of reading it. Bad snap, the ball's down. I think it affects the rhythm of the quarterback. It's a poor read. He throws late to his man Josh Malone. I think the bad snap right away impacted him and affected him.
And we saw that late flag come in too.
This block there by Hill, I think is what the call is.
Yeah, they called the hold that was declined because of the turnover, and they're still conferring in the middle of the field. Now, we're a long way away, but I thought I saw a flag come in right at that end of the block in the back.
Interception. Illegal block in the back. Virginia Tech, number 4. That 10-yard penalty will be enforced. It's Virginia Tech's ball. After the play was over, unsportsmanlike conduct. Virginia Tech, number 6. That 15-yard penalty will also be enforced. First down, Virginia Tech.
Well, I guess the moral of that story for Virginia Tech is at least they got the ball, because they threw it in reverse and sacrificed some pretty significant field position.
I just have to be looking at the replay here. Watch what he does here. Reynolds, remember the guy that we talked about earlier? The backup quarterback to the far right, 13? He kind of gives him a little of that right there.
Yeah.
That's what they call it. Boy, he's had a big impact on the game for a guy that's a fourth-string quarterback. Down there. He's impacted the emotions of the game.
Okay, so here's what you have. You have 25 yards in lost field position as a result of the block in the back and the extracurriculars along the sideline.
You gotta keep your cool. You're caught up in a game, and I understand that. It's about your pride, but you're down by 14. Let him say whatever he wants. Go back to you just made a great play.
So they'll have it instead of up in the neighborhood of midfield and back inside their own 20. The quarterback's draw. Evans almost fumbled the football, and he ends up picking up a yard before Reeves Maven stops it.
Again, now you're talking about a little bit of urgency here from Justin Fuente and his quarterback, Gerard Evans. No reason to panic. I mean, you're one play away from being right in the game. So they're not going to have to just start throwing it, heaving it downfield, but they do need a little bit of urgency as far as getting these plays called.
been going a little bit slower of late. They ran 89 plays and ran a play about every 23 seconds against Liberty, but Fellas in orange, they aren't Liberty. Evans trying to run it again, gets away from a couple of guys, but that didn't last long, and I think all of their effort maybe got back to the line of scrimmage.
Bob Shoop, what he's doing with his defense is he's keeping two of his safeties back deep, and he's trying to take away any potential explosive play. Willing to give up some passes underneath, but trying to take away anything downfield, making it very hard on Evans and his receivers.
See, the Hokies have gone 0 for 6 in third down conversions and starting off hot. After the turnover, this is one they could really use. Tennessee coming after him. Evans over the middle. Phillips has the first down, and a very smart play by Phillips not to give any ground after he caught it. Planted his foot, turned back upfield, and moved the sticks.
And again, we talked about how the safeties are going back here, so it opens up some room to work in the middle. You're going to split those linebackers. It's a tight window, but he makes a nice throw. Actually found the hole in front of the linebacker.
Cam Phillips making a tough catch across the middle of the field as Evans has his 13th completion, and Hokies convert a third down. It had been a while. Evans wanted to take a shot, still loading up, but now just eased it out of bounds. It'll be second down and 10 as we check in with Cassidy.
Guys, another wild finish. This one in the Holy War. BYU down 2019 after they scored a touchdown. They elect to go for two. Taysom Hill denied. And Utah hangs on to win 20-19, guys.
Cassidy had his 6 straight losses for BYU to Utah. Kalani Sitake, new head coach for the Cougars, former assistant of Kai Whittingham, close friends. They played a barn burner in Salt Lake City. Got a good one going here, old-fashioned looking draw. Tennessee wasn't having it. Big fellow right in the middle, Danny O'Brien.
Danny O'Brien told us Thursday when you and I were at Knoxville, we had a chance to say hello to him, that hey, you guys are going to be calling my name a lot on Saturday night. I love that for the senior from Flint, Michigan. And he's right. He's had a heck of a night.
That doesn't experience all the guys from Flint are scratched up. Another third down facing Virginia Tech. Just converted one with a pass over the middle of Phillips. Let's see what Gerard Evans has now. Tennessee bringing heat, and Evans has a little room to run. Can he get to the first down? He can, all the way up to the 45-yard line. Strong, tough run by the Hokie quarterback. Moves the chain.
And they bring the blitz from the right of the offense and overloads it, and it opens up a big crease off to the left. Really good job there of finding that first down marker and finding that hole there to the left.
16-yard pickup on 3rd and 12, and here's Sam Rogers, just like early in the game, and Sam lowering his shoulder and giving a little discard to Justin Martin.
Yeah, if you're going to come up and tackle 45, you better be ready. I mean, he's going to lower the forearm and go right through you, especially a corner trying to come up.
There's always a place where there should be for a fullback in football, shouldn't there be?
Oh, yeah.
Another first down for the Hokies. They moved it into Tennessee territory. Snap, slant. Here's Ford with the catch. Isaiah Ford. But another first down for Virginia Tech. Emmanuel Mosley with the stop. And the Hokies have a little rhythm.
Yeah, a little bit of rhythm, and surprised to see an inside linebacker not aligned off to that right. Gave him a huge throwing lane on a quick slant. You beat the corner, there's not a linebacker in the middle, makes it for an easy throw.
Back to the top, slant the other way, that was too high. Phillips had some running room if Evans could have put it right on his chest.
If he ends up putting that ball right on the money, there's a chance he splits the safeties and walks into the end zone.
Let's take a quick look at this one. Evans, he had to get it over Tuttle, and maybe because Tuttle might have actually gotten a finger on it.
He did. Yeah, he did.
Shy Tuttle living up to that recruiting billing. He was having a good freshman season before he got hurt last year. Evans, oh, that's a nifty grab by Phillips. That was a tough catch, and then he didn't hold it. After making the catch, he fumbled it again. Kendall Baker stripped it away, and it's a turnover, and Tennessee's made a play on defense. Well, that was a tough catch on a low pass.
Excuse the camera, I'm more a little party.
Tech has had fumble-itis in its first 2 games, and this one's going to cost him again.
Vickers at 300 pounds downfield, not giving up on the play. You're right, he makes a nice move to get some yards. But here comes the big fella coming in to knock that ball loose, and you're right. It's another turnover for Virginia Tech, and they're just self-destructing tonight.
Let's take a look at our Pacific Life game summary. Virginia Tech jumped on top of the Vols 14-0, but since the start of the second quarter, Tennessee's put up 239 yards. Josh Dobbs taking care of business, throwing 3 touchdown passes and the 3 fumbles. Those are the biggest things for Virginia Tech. Cam Phillips just had a nice game that went awry at the end when he had the football stripped away. You know, some of this, I mean, you got to take care of the ball, but Virginia Tech hasn't exactly had luck recovering them. There's a fumble on the ground that rolls right back to Hurd. My point exactly, Virginia Tech has fumbled 8 times in 2 games this season. They've lost 7 of them. Sometimes the ball just doesn't bounce your way, but that's why you need to secure it so it doesn't get on the ground in the first place,
yeah,
right?
And again, we keep talking about how they're running a different system from the system of the past when Frank Beamer was the head coach. You know, they are opening it up a little bit more, and but at the same time, some of these fumbles are just whether you're running a conservative offense or an open approach. It's just plays you got to be able to make and be able to hold on to.
Here's Phillips, who's made some good plays, and well, he's been halted temporarily. Terrell Edmonds being helped off the field. Fine defensive back for the Hokies. Next Saturday, College game day headed to Louisville. Florida State and Louisville, 9 a.m. Eastern time on ESPN. Going back to Coach Corso's old stars.
First time ever for College game day to Louisville. Back to Coach Corso, Lamar Jackson.
Have you seen that?
One of the
I know you've seen this guy. People at home have seen this dude.
Well, last year he was a star, and the first 2 games, you see his numbers, it's off to as good a start as anybody in the country. But yeah, game day's never been to Louisville.
That'll be a great environment. They'll be jacked up, and it's going to be a tremendous game. Obviously, it's going to be by far the biggest defensive challenge that Lamar Jackson Louisville's faced in Florida State. But I'll tell you what, those guys look dangerous as Matua Pawaka's there to make the stop for Virginia Tech on her.
Yeah, this Virginia Tech defense is not giving up on this football game. I know you're under 10 minutes. You're down by 2 touchdowns. They just blew a real opportunity deep in Tennessee territory. But if you get a stop right here, you get the football back, you're going to have pretty good field position.
Now 2 touchdowns important. 3rd down for the Hokies.
And rushing 3 and dropping 8 into coverage.
Here's the 3 can get heat. There are 2 of them on a cannon to slow him down. Hurd swarmed under. First guy to hit it, Luke Reynolds again.
See, that's exactly what you want. When you rush 3, if you actually get pressure, it's like icing on the cake. The real reason you rush 3 and drop 8 is to be able to have 8 helmets, 8 sets of eyes staring at the quarterback. And the freshman, actually, Hill, did get in there. But see, you had 3 guys rallying to the football. It's exactly what you want. Great leverage on the ball.
Trevor Daniel standing at his 6th to punt for Tennessee. Greg Stroman hasn't had a lot of return opportunities tonight. He did have one good special teams play. He came up and I think he muffed the punt. Now, did Tennessee get it before it went out of bounds? That was a dangerous play by Stroman going up to try to field it in traffic. To take possession of the ball, Tennessee had to secure it before it went out of bounds, and they did. Another miscue and turnover for Virginia Tech. You've talked a lot about patience tonight, and in that particular instance, Strowman perhaps trying too desperately to make a play.
Yeah, I think he ran into his own man there, Curtis Williams.
You know what? And if Strowman hadn't done that, that ball's probably going to hit Curtis Williams in the back anyway.
Yeah, it is.
But Micah Abernathy there to scoop